All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. How are you? Welcome to today's Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I'm your host and pilot, as usual, the usual suspect, Uncle B. Today, we are going to be in, I know it says Milviz. They are the developer for the aircraft for the Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it is a Cessna 310R. This is an aircraft that was first started production in the 1950s after World War II. First twin-engine aircraft that Cessna produced. And the primary buyer of this plane was the Air Force. So we're not technically in an Army plane as Joseph wanted, but it's close enough for government work, as we like to say. So there you go. So basically, here's what we're going to do today. We are in the home airport, what I call the home airport. I don't consider. Oh, wait a minute. Why did it change? Something changed. Hold on a second. We want to do a cold and dark start here. There we go. All right. So we're gonna start up at parking spot 14. We're gonna run on over to 28 left, and we're gonna depart, and we're gonna go all the way up this way. It's gonna be about an hour, a little over an hour in the air, and we're gonna land here at Reno on runway 35 right. And then if everything goes well, we're going to create a flight plan. We're going to leave Reno and head back to Hayward. Okay. So yeah, about an hour 11 in the air right here. So that should be roughly how long we've got. It's a pretty cool plane. I did tinker around with this. This is the one of the ones that came out after Sim Update 12 was released and all that. It's a really in-depth plane. A lot of people on the PC are quite happy with this aircraft. So I saw it and I was like, I've heard so much good about it. It is a pretty interesting plane, so we're gonna showcase it today. 2 flights, so we'll be streaming for a little while today, a couple hours, maybe almost close to 3 hours. But so once we land at Reno, we'll take a quick little break. We'll follow a flight plan, and I'm pretty sure our plan's going to go. We're going to head down this way towards the Yosemite area, and then kind of come in through the South Bay into Hayward. I think that's where our flight will take us for the second flight for today. So live weather's off. We're gonna have just a few clouds is our preset for today. So we have should be a nice smooth flight. Should be able to see some scenery. And we are on, as always. Here's your ocular proof. Southeast Asia is our server, so there's no questions about that. Today's route, our first one, although when I do the second one, morning Mick. I'll build it, and you guys can follow along if you want. And of course, the server. There we go. So yeah, that's what we got going on today. We'll give people time to come in and settle themselves down for the morning or afternoon in some places already. But nice to see you all here. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do the Air Force livery, but then I thought about it. I'm like, well, it's close enough to an Army plane that if Joseph wants to get fussy, he's gonna be shown the door today. So that's what you get today. Cruising altitude of 15,000 feet. And we come in, we need to be at about 6,600 feet for final into Reno, and then we should be on the ground from there. Today's flight brought to you, of course, by Parasox Airline. Parasox. Just because you have a pair of socks does not mean they have to match. Airline CEO Scruffy Tam will show you his socks. Not today, though. Not today. Tomorrow evening he will. Not today, though. And I do want to say thank you again to Scruffy. I won a $10 gift certificate to Rogue Energy, which is one of his partners for his channel. So I won a $10 gift certificate, $10 off, whatever you want to call it. So I have to order something to make use of that $10 gift certificate. I got to order something in the next 6 days. So yeah, I'm going to do that today. And yeah. So yeah, he did a drawing, and lo and behold, I won. So they have a they do like these hydration sort of powders. So I'm gonna get the I think I'm gonna get the fruit punch stuff. So yeah, there we go. It's good stuff. What else? Yeah, got on the farm last night with Mick on the new farm. Good stuff. Got a lot done, and really enjoyed that. Yeah, really liked that. So yeah. Monday we'll be back in the Junkers 52. I got to come up with the plan. I got to figure out where we're going to go next in the Junkers 52. And then Friday we'll do a jetliner service. So yeah. So we'll get started here in about 8 minutes. We'll spawn in and get the aircraft started up. It is a little bit of a process. So what I think I'll do is I'll showcase the cold and dark start this time, and then when we depart Reno, we're gonna just start on the departure runway and be ready to go, kind of thing. So yeah, nice to be back in the Bay Area. I was thinking about doing a flying tour, but I was like, I guess I could have come up with some kind of a, there's a couple of small planes that have like an Army logo on it or whatever, but that's okay. We can do a tour of the Bay Area another time. It's not going anywhere. So hopefully everybody's doing well, having a good Saturday so far. And I will tell you also, I did get the Osprey. Um, it's I got to figure out how to map some buttons. I think I know how to do it now. I did watch a video uh, as I asked for help, and it's like radio silence, and I was like, oh, okay, well that's cool. So it's all good. I think I know how to do it. So not that I'll do it today, but I gotta see if the way that I think it is, if it works. Um, I'll test it off stream, and then maybe uh, Monday's flight after the Junkers, maybe I'll do a quick little Osprey flight somewhere. So we'll see. I gotta test the process, or I gotta test the button mapping to see if what I think is gonna works. So yeah. So we'll see. that's the plan. So yeah, it's a pretty cool aircraft. Um, so yeah, I'll looking forward to showcasing that at some point. All right, about 5 more minutes and we'll get started. So yeah, there is an automated checklist. I've tried it. It does kind of bog down at certain points. So I'll try to keep an eye on the chat while I'm doing that. So if you want to say hello, please say hello now while we got a few minutes so I can interact with you, because it's kind of hard to focus on getting the aircraft started and and try to interact with you all. Don't be shy to say hello. It's okay. Oh, uh, let's see. We'll advance the time a little bit. Once we spawn in, we'll move the time forward so we have some nice sunrise, I guess. Because it's only 4 minutes to 4 in the morning there. Sun won't be up for quite some time. So and I'll show you that it's a pretty cool plane, I have to admit. I wasn't sure. I'd heard a lot of good things about it, but it's way cooler than I would have thought, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's got some neat features, and I'll show you kind of what they are. So yeah, we might be going for a little while today, just to kind of cover over some stuff and show you some neat things that you within the aircraft and all that. So yeah, and then we'll refile and skedaddle out of Reno. We'll just start up on the departure runway, like I said, and we'll get in the air a lot quicker. All right, a few more minutes. Say hi or forever hold your peace. I'm kidding, of course. You don't have to forever hold your peace. So yeah, no departure route, which is okay. We'll be fine. We'll get all we gotta do is just try to follow the line over there to the VORDME here at Oakland. Fly right over the airport basically and head over Sacramento. And then come in over Carson City. And then right on into Reno. Forgot there's another little. Well, this would probably be more of an appropriate airport, but that's okay. We're gonna fly right on into the main airport there in Reno. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and spawn in. Get the time adjusted, get the aircraft set up, and we'll be on our way. Oh, TV show Sky King. Oh, the 310B. Not this is a 310R, but wow, I didn't know we had we're flying another movie star. All right, let's get some sun in the sky a little bit. There we go, because it'll advance on its own from here. All right, let's get this going. All right, so starting off with the tablet first. Right. You have, so we're going to take off all these covers first. Now, so I'm going to show you this. Good morning, Scruff. How are you? Nice to see you here. So we've got all of our we've got 80% fuel in every tank, so that should be more than enough to get us there. We can kind of clean the aircraft if we want. Okay. And then our options. So this is the our navigation system we're going to use today. I thought I had it switched as so I own it. So we'll say never on because I want to do the do this. We're going to make it there and back. We can overhaul everything. We can make sure everything's all working properly. Ta-da! There we go. And then we'll go back to here. Oh, passenger comfort index. We are at nearly 100%. Look at that. Quite nice. All right, so let's get let's get this thing started here.
Parking brake. All switches. All circuit breakers. IN. Landing gear switch. Left fuel selector.
Yep. I know that's already set for left and right main.
Right fuel selector. Trim tab controls. Battery switch.
On.
Navigation lights.
See, that's interesting. I put it to on, so okay, I have to let it auto complete it.
Fuel gauges. Battery switch. Navigation lights.
Oh, see, now it went opposite. Hold on. All right.
Display tablet. Pitot covers. Engine covers. Intake.
I already did all that.
Exterior inspection. Complete.
All right. Morning, Joseph. All right. All the way back to the top here. Yeah, this is the
emergency alternator field switch. Emergency avionics power switch. Auxiliary fuel pump switches. Battery and alternators. Lighting rheostats. Navigation and anti-collision lights. Altimeter. Set. All warning lights. Press landing gear position lights. Check green lights on.
Yep.
Cabin air controls. As required. Fuel quantity. Throttles. fuel selector. Right fuel.
All right, I gotta open the throttles a little bit. There we go. That should be about good right there. All right, here we go.
Primer switch. Starter button.
Oh, I think I actually have to hold that one myself. Hey, Sergeant Staff.
Left auxiliary fuel pump. Left oil pressure. Right magneto switches. Primer switch. Starter button. Right auxiliary fuel pump.
Did the right one start? No. Okay, hold on a second, folks. That's the only one that...
Right oil pressure. Check both throttles. Alternators. Check out.
All right.
Avionics master switch. Avionics.
Avionics.
Avionics. Cabin temperature. Fuel choppers. Brakes.
Oop.
35635, cleared to Reno Airport, Ohio. Takeoff runway 28 left climb, maintain
Oh!
1,000 feet.
Nice, Scruffy.
Departure on 124.4 squawk 2473.
10,000. All right.
Ground 35635, Sierra ready to taxi IFR. Taxi to and hold short runway 28 left 635.
There we go. That should be sufficient. There we go. Yeah, so with that tablet, you can basically set up however you want to fly, is make it as real as you want to make it. You can so it's really very custom tailored to how you want to do the do your flight in this aircraft. Um, so it's pretty cool. And the taxi light swivels with the landing gear. That's pretty cool. Man, look at the sky. Got the nice lights. All right. I think we're all set. Leave that there. And, oh, so the tablet goes over there. Oh, I thought the tablet was down here. All right, let's go. This seems to be a problem, and I know this was a bug that's been reported. There we go. We are on our way. Oh, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay, maybe. Oh, Jesus. Distance. Oh. Oh. I must have missed something. Sorry. Alright, there's Oakland right there behind us. There's the main runway. San Francisco Bay Bridge, Oakland Bay Bridge, Alcatraz, kind of right there. And there's the Golden Gate Bridge right there. There is former Naval Air Station Alameda. There is Alameda Island itself, right here. There is the where the Warriors used to play and where the Oakland A's still play, right there. We're not even heading to Salinas. That's what kills me. Yeah, it's a deep plane, Sergeant Staff. I didn't think I was gonna like it, to be honest. But I mean, this is the first time I'm flying it in on the in a stream. I don't know why it's still. I keep getting this beep like something's wrong, but I don't know what it is that's causing it. Anybody else hear that? Or I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't know what it is that's causing it. I don't know if it's reading the VOR maybe behind us. Oh, you can hear it. Okay. I'm sorry, folks, that this is a known problem, and I know it's been brought up in the forums why in this particular area, if you take off, it immediately has you talk like you're going to. We're not going to Salinas. We're going to frickin' Reno. I don't know why we're getting this information still. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me see something here. Contact. Yeah, see. Yeah, I apologize, folks. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's pause things here for a second. General options. Maybe sound. Let's just minimize that. There we go. Now you won't have to hear it. Ah, 10 viewers. Well, thank you all for coming. Burstix, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Sorry, I'm just trying to... The ATC is acting like a complete fool this morning, and we keep getting information about Salinas even though we're heading to Reno. But thank you for the follow. I recognize your name, I think, from Scruffy's stream? Yeah. Thank you. You are my 230th follower. Appreciate it. Hello, Infidel Fireman. How are you? How's the studies going? Yeah, see that noise, I don't know why that's beeping. Does anybody else have an idea? I don't know where it's coming from. Could it be like there's a... No, it's not that. I don't know where it's coming from. Okay. Practicals on Monday morning. Nice. Well, hopefully it goes well for you. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't see anything flashing, any kind of... It's got to be something somewhere. I don't know. Reducing to climb. Okay. I did reduce it quite a bit. That's takeoff. Or is there like any kind of other... Oh, see, it kind of stalled out now. Or it's not stalling, but it's... Yeah, it's going to stall. Like I suddenly lost power there. Or maybe do I need to... I don't know. Oh, thank you for the raid, Burstix, with a party of 19. Thank you. Appreciate it. What did... It is unexpected. I never expect raids. On my way to Reno, this is the first time I'm flying this, and I don't quite understand why I'm getting this beeping sound. Like something's not right. But I don't know what it is that's causing it. But I know, like, see, we're really slowing down here. That's the only drawback. Like, we're dropping speed. Check your altitude. Yeah, like I'm supposed to be going to 10,000, which is well within the capabilities of this plane. So I don't know. Is it maybe the prop D ice needs to be on? Maybe that? The only other thing I could think of is it's the no, the primers all went back. The fuel pumps are where they're supposed to be, I believe. I don't know. Okay, bad combination. Bad combo of oh, I appreciate that. Well, because I am supposed to be climbing to 10,000 initially. So maybe that's what it is. Our altimeter should be set correctly. So I try to be, yeah, when I try to pop in. Sergeant Staff is one of the I think, aside from Scruffy and a few other streamers, very engaging, very, very informative. Uh, I really enjoy watching his stuff that that he does for his. Yeah, I did Burstix. Yeah. So I kind of tinkered with it. So this is my first official flight in it today. So far, it may just be that's an altitude alarm, but I don't know how, you know, what the, maybe I should lean the mixture a bit more because we have climbed up in altitude. At least if we get about 75%, that should give us a little bit more oomph. Yeah, I'm on the Xbox. So when Sim Update 12, we had to wait a few days, and then the Osprey came out. Rumor has it that possibly the DC6 will be back next week in the marketplace. After its absence in the marketplace, it's finally coming back. So maybe that's what it is. I think Sergeant Staff's right. It might just be an altitude, like we're climbing and we have an expected altitude of 10,000 initially. We should go to 15 because I just wanted to make sure we clear any low mountains and whatnot. So yeah, see, we're slowing down again. Like, I don't know if my power settings are way off or. Ooh, wow! Look at that. My passenger, boy, it went way down in the red there. I wonder if it's the cabin pressure. Maybe is there cabin pressure? With the cabin pressure or something? We're not that high up. don't think there's anything for the cabin pressure. At least not that I know of. Boy, yeah, they're not happy with me. Alright, so we're going to 15. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, there's something's not right. Yeah, see, like I'm slowing way down now. Cabin heat is what causes that. Oh, so it was too cold then in the cabin. As I was climbing, I should have put the cabin heat on then. Try that. Now it seems, now that I put that on, it seems like it's gone away. All right, well. I feel like I'm gonna end up, the window's gonna, I think I put the defrost on. Yep. All right. I'm on the Southeast Asia server. I traditionally use that one, and it seems to go very. It's like the most. It's like the least problematic one that I've found. So, all right. I'm a bit curious as to why we're. Icing? No, I've turned the anti-ice on. You know, I did the prop de-ice. That's the only ones I think I have. Yeah, I have all this. Everything's closed, so it's not like. I mean, I can double check all my. breakers to make sure nothing popped out unexpectedly, but I don't think it did. Morning, Daniel. Oh, should I put it on auto. So, but maybe the auto's not working. Maybe I should put it to inflate. Yeah, see, like it's I don't know, it's not wanting to climb. Even though I've got 400 feet per minute, it's like it's really dragging now. Yeah, it's like I'm losing power. I don't get it. Become Sergeant Staff and Captain Stick. Yeah, I've got it at like 75. Maybe I need to go like to 50 or something. Try that, because that should be almost like an auto lean setting. All right, now it's climbing a little bit more again. I have it at 54.7. Maybe I need to go a little bit lower. Maybe like 51. And then my props are at 76%. No, it doesn't have an auto lean, but you know, based on my experience with the DC3, that seems to be roughly where putting it around there seems to be like a good spot for, you know, for around this altitude, I think. Did my approval change at all? Oh, okay, it went up. That might have been it. It was the heating that putting that on. Now I'm in the yellow. Everybody seems to be a little bit happier. This is gonna go on my fitness report later. I don't know. Maybe I should have done a bit more practice with this aircraft before trying to stream with it. There's some things about it that I don't quite know or understand yet. Well, let's see. There seems to be something, a marking. I don't think there's any kind of a setting for climb on here, at least not that I can see. You've flown it a lot? Ship shop time. All right, we'll be here, Daniel. Yeah, we may not do a return flight to Hayward. I probably should have practiced with this a little bit more before streaming with it. Well-known formation flyer Cappy stick. They're off my right wing, a little bit behind me. All right, so this is the beginning right here, the one that we're on our way to. That's the beginning of our arrival portion right there. So we're almost set to begin. Now I think from here to the next one, there's going to be a big gap, so to speak. So another Air Force plane there. That's kind of weird. It's almost like I can see through your. I can't even see the pilot in your plane there. Speaking of which, I do need to get a picture of the for the flight. Pardon me, folks. I forgot to get this all set up beforehand. There we go. There's that. That's for the YouTube later on. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So I think 10,000 feet would have been more than sufficient for the flight. So if I ask for a decrease to 13, so okay, so when I did that, it did show. So that seems to be part of it, is the it's the altitude warning alarm. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to turn that off, but I think that's what it is, because when I dialed in at 13, I got that beep. So that's what it is. So we're gonna level off here at 13. Alright, now we should start to get a little bit more speed here. Now that we're leveling her off. Oh, I think it's 3-5 right X-ray. But whichever one you want to pick there, Sergeant Staff. So if I go, let's ask for another decrease to 10. All right. Okay. All right. Thanks. Thanks for the raid, Burstix. Appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. Nice to meet you. I'll catch you around sometime. Real quick, I gotta step away for just a moment, folks. I'll be right back. Burstix does a lot of bush flights, and I work close to where he. Oh, nice. Very cool. I don't live anywhere near. Yeah, I can't say the same. I wish I did. It'd be nice to meet up with other flight simmers and all that. All right. All right, let's see what we have. Alright, so we're right where we need to be, essentially. Alright, so yeah, we're near our target altitude there. Oh, wow. Now we're speeding back up. Let's see if we get... I don't know, maybe for the next flight, if we do... I'll refile it. We'll go back to Hayward in this, but we'll stay at 10,000 feet. And see if things are a bit more practical there. Even though this is rated at 25,000, it's capable for that. it doesn't seem like it wants to live at 15,000 feet. So we'll fly back to Hayward in this, but we'll file for 10,000. We should be fine there the whole way. So let's see if my approval rating is. Oh, there we go. We're back to 100%. Look at that. Okay, now I feel a little bit better. Maybe the 15 was asking a bit much of our passengers. Okay, altitude. So yeah, we'll refile it and we'll go back to Hayward, but we're not going to do the whole startup. We're just going to start right on the runway and head back to Hayward from Reno after we land and do everything successfully here. It's all about the passengers. Yeah, that's true. That's what they say. Ooh, a bobblehead. Look at that. Look at that. We got a bobblehead we can... That's, look at that. Wait a minute. It's Einstein, I think. That's what... Yeah. Look at that. No, I don't have any... I put 0 in because, you know... So there's nobody in the plane. Just me. So yeah, we got a Einstein bobblehead. Interesting. Oh, don't. They're creepy. Yeah, that figures. All right, so it does seem like it's flying a lot better at 10,000 feet. So 1 out of 9. Yeah, I don't know how to get the other 8 to show up, but like if I click it. Oops, nope, I don't want to do that. Oh well, that's okay. We'll leave Einstein up there. Click show. Oh, a sticker. Ah, interesting little. 3 of 9. Oh, is that? What is that? That looks like Darth Vader. Hold on a second. It is Darth Vader, dude, with the hula hoop. Click around the cabin. Okay, click. Hold down left and click right mouse. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that another time. I do have a mouse, but it's kind of like it's. There looks like there's another sticker over here. That is what is that of? 98% you. What's the one that we have over here? An alien on a skateboard. Nice. That's pretty cool. I did not expect that. Is there anything else up here that Oh, you got a briefcase? What about back in here? Is there anything behind us there? Nope. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. All right. So yeah, we'll go back to Hayward now that we know 10,000 seems to be a reasonable place for this plane to live on a flight. We should be well above stuff enough that it should be a smooth flight. Oh, let me look at my fuel. We may have to change over to the auxiliary tanks. Yeah, let's do that. Fuel switches. There we go. All right. Yep, we'll leave the Darth Vader there. We'll leave the little alien. We'll leave the bobblehead and the 98% U sticker. And our nice little, very posh briefcase. Well, thank you, Cappy Stick and Sergeant Staff, for coming in and flying along and trying to help me figure this thing out. Oh! Yeah, nice. Yeah, this seems to be a pretty popular aircraft, general aviation wise. So, yeah. But yeah, thank you for trying to help me figure it out. This is a new plane to me, and I don't know. Some of the stuff is a bit new as far as how realistic this thing can be, how temperamental it is. So, I'm in maintain 16. No, we're gonna stay right here at 10. We're fine. There's plenty of. No, we're gonna stay right where we are. Oh, so the mains are the tip tanks and the auxiliaries are in the middle of the wing. Oh, okay. All right, so there we go. Maintaining present heading and altitude. There we go. See this? Oh, that's I guess that's a like a DME readout. Maybe that's what that is. Huh. RPMs are in the green, fuel flows in the green, oil temperatures are in the green, manifolds in the green. And Einstein is sticking his tongue out at us. Kind of backwards from everything else. Yeah. Well, maybe that's something. I don't know if that's something they're trying to. The ice pressure lights. Huh. If that's something that that they maybe need to patch or something, or maybe it's, I don't know, or if it's. closer to where it should be, or I don't know. Well, it's been interesting, that's for sure. Something different. No, we'll stay right here. We're not going to go all the way up to 16. We're living comfortably at 10. Now, if we had the live weather, the turbulence through here must be just really bad to get the winds coming up out of these valleys here and everything. Nope, I'm gonna stay right here. They said maintain present altitude and heading. We should get down to about 6,600 here pretty soon. But I think we got to get to that next nav point, and then, so if we look at what we got left, all right. So basically, yeah, that's our nav approach. So once we get here, pretty soon we should get down to 6,600 feet. So that's all within 50 nautical miles. So no, we'll stay right where we are. I think it is. I didn't put, it should be, it would have been RNAV 35 X-ray was the route that I picked. But that's okay. Yeah, I greatly appreciate your all's help today. You know, it's a learning process for me because this is a new plane to me. I've never flown in some, well, I mean, I've flown in different Cessnas, but nothing this a bit more complex. So there's definitely some sort of it's you know, maybe it's, I got to be a bit more careful with my flying with it until I get more used to it. So that's okay. It's all learning. That's what we're here for. So thank you again, Burstix, for the raid and for the follow earlier. Greatly appreciate it. Nice to have you as part of the OBC channel. Get a group shot of the three 310s here on the once we park. Nice, lovely Northern California / Nevada scenery here. Ooh, you know what? This does look like, this looks like the highway to the danger zone. Right Look at, oh man. I don't know. We may have to fire up an F-14 and go through these valleys here. That might be a little bit more exciting. Yeah, it does. I have to agree, Scott. Look at that. I'm almost half tempted to top of the F-14 and do some valley flying here. We haven't been to a mock loop in ages. No, we're staying right here. There's no reason for us to go to 60. Eventually it's going to kick over and they'll say descend and maintain 6,600 feet. Yeah, I figured if we're going to fly today, and this was kind of last minute plan, because I knew you weren't flying today, Scruff. Because otherwise I'd be watching you go live right now. So let's do something different. We'll fly. I didn't really have a plan when I got this morning. I'm like, initially what we were going to do is go from Chico to Reno, which is only 30 minutes one way. I'm like, well, that's kind of short. And so then I was like, well, I'll do Hayward to Reno. And so here we are. And Mr. Adams was asking about if I could fly an Army plane. And I'm like, Army plane? So I forgot that, or when I was thinking about it, and when I saw that the Air Force was the main buyer of the 310 back when it first started in production, I was like, oh, well, we could fly this, and yeah, I like it. It's just one of those planes I think I got to get a little bit more familiar with. And I was a bit nervous because I was like, well, what if this really goes horribly wrong? Because I don't really know much about the plane, So, but it's okay. If it did go horribly wrong, that's all right, because at least we're learning something about the plane and how it works. So, yeah, it's okay. But we'll fly back to Hayward. We'll stay at 10, and I think we'll be fine the whole way at 10,000. Look at this scenery. Look at that. Yeah. That is the only time oh, nice. Excellent, Sergeant Staff. Yeah, I am keen on getting it. I'm hoping, because I did post a little clip that somebody said that PMDG had resubmitted it for the marketplace, and hopefully if it gets approved, it should be in the sim either this coming Thursday or the following week. So that's good. That's good. That's the important thing. you learn something. You know, if it makes you a better sim pilot or whatever, then that's a good thing. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right, so we're coming up on the point where we're going to turn and basically almost do a U-turn here. You use systems that you never had to. Nice. Interesting. But, you know, it's good to try something a little bit different, and that you know you gain more knowledge and more experience, and it takes things to a different level. You know, that's the important part. You know, I don't know that I would ever fly as realistically, um, you know, as other simmers do, but that's okay. That's their thing. That's what they, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so we should be turning here in a second. Prepare to brake right, Captain Stick. Look at that. Wow. All right, so now they want me to go to 12. See, I think that's a little bit more reasonable, but we'll do 300 feet per minute. All right, so we're going to go all the way to the actual. I would have thought we would have turned by now. I had to land in Nantucket and get gas. Oh, I started in Liverpool with 32,000 pounds, and it. All right, here we go. Right turn coming up. Look at that formation form. Where else can you get stuff like this for the low price of free? Oh, it says something on oil. Right, get gas. Yeah, it's oil. Trying to, I was very low on, oh, okay. I was trying to read your comment. All right, so let's look again at our. So that's all within 35 nautical miles of us. So we're gonna make a long left turn to get into Reno there. Where did staff go? He was right here. Oh, there he is. That's kind of odd that it's still. Huh. Why is that showing me that? Way too slow. I'm too slow. For what? For. Are you talking about me, Cappy Stick? Morning, Paradox. Eight commercials. I tried to it's kind of weird, like oh, okay, Paradox. Well, thanks for stopping by and saying hello before you head to work. Yeah, this thing definitely does not like climbing. Like even I'm not even, or what, 200 feet per minute, and it's just, or even 100 feet per minute. It's really just like very, just, yeah, I don't know. Oh, another sticker there. Look at that. That one says Scruffy Mongoose Simulations. There we go. Yeah, I'm still learning this thing a little bit more. I don't know what else would be the reasoning behind the lack of power in this plane. Maybe, I don't know. There's something doesn't seem right. That's for sure. I don't know. Ooh, a cowboy hat. Nick, your cowboy hat's here in the plane. Look at that. Look at that. Right there. There's Mick's hat. There we go. Alright, I better pay attention here because pretty soon we're going to have to get set up for for landing here. Ricky Cosmo, hello. Thank you for the follow. It's very picky, but yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I haven't really messed with it. I mean, I guess I could add a little bit more since we're only at 12. Yeah, it's definitely a plane I'm going to have to get a little bit more familiar with, I think. Just won't make power up here. Yeah. Lean down to 6. Wow, that's like way... I guess... That's pretty close to it, I think. But even that might not be, it's still, I don't know where. I don't know. Watch your ETG and fuel flow. I'm guessing that's these right there. I mean, they're kind of... They seem to be right in the middle. Although they do seem low. I would think I would want them a little bit higher on the right side. Oh. Fuel flow looks good. Ah, okay. I see here. For climbing, we want it in this area right here. It's still in the green. Huh. I don't know, maybe I need to go... I don't know. I'm at a loss here. Bump them up a bit. So I gotta change the mixture then? Is that what I gotta do? That seemed to add a bit more power right there. You're going to get much past a certain point. No, I'm not at full throttle. I'm like way back on the throttle. Well, not way back, but you know, oops, shoot. Well, I am climbing to 12, although at some point we're going to have to descend to 6,600 on final. So I've been trying to like just slowly make my way there, but we're as far as the throttle goes, we're at 73%. on the throttles. I don't know. It's a new plane to me, so um, I don't really know. See, even going full throttle, it doesn't seem like it does much. I don't know. Well, like my manifold, I think. Well, see, now it's gone up because I added some power. Nope, it's about. See, my manifold's right below where yours is. Mine's like not even 20. I don't know. I'm a bit perplexed as to why. Okay, so this number did increase for cruise. It seems like it's right where it should be. I don't know. I'm a bit perplexed. Throttle with altitude to maintain unless you're using. Oh, okay. Well, see, I'm learning. I'm learning. That's the important part. I always thought you were supposed to get off the throttle a bit. All right. Yeah, it is speeding up now. Ah, okay. Ah, okay, thank you. Thank you for the follow, Rosemum, Rosmum. Sorry, Rosmum. Yeah, I'm. It's like I said, it's a new plane to me. This is a new adventure, kind of. So thank you all for the help. I guess I've been doing things wrong the entire time. There we go. Now it seems like it's flying a bit faster. We're not at 250 knots, I don't think. This isn't even pressurized, so it makes sense that performance above 10,000 isn't a priority. Ah, okay. Well, like I said, I'm learning something new. It's good. I like that. Because I because this aircraft is a bit more complex than what I've flown before. There is a bit of a learning curve behind it for me, um, but that's okay. I don't mind that at all. Um, so now, so if I file the next one, if we leave out at 12, or our cruising altitude should be 12,000, it still should be okay. Getting going back to Hayward, because we'll be up in altitude for a bit, and then we'll end up dropping down, much closer to sea level. Most of my hours in the air were in at 310. Nice. Yeah. Engine management for higher altitude stuff took me ages to pick up. It's a lot to take in at once, and I'm still not fully on top of it. Oh, I appreciate you coming in and sharing the knowledge. All right, let's go back to our mains here. All right, 9,900. All right, here we go, folks. scroll up here just a bit. Yeah, I'm pretty happy, with the. I do need to drop some flat though to get. Instead of throwing it in here. So yeah, we'll fly again. We'll take it back to Hayward and see if we learn some lessons along the way to. Captain Stick's on the ground. Sergeant Staff's behind me. So on the flight back, I should stay at full throttle and just adjust the mixture, and then I should be able to. I should have enough power the whole way to get there without any major issues there. I'm guessing is what it sounds like I should be doing. Yeah, because if I'm descending now, everything should be working much better. Although, I mean, this airport is up in altitude, so we're not at sea level, so. All right, let's get this thing on the ground. Oh boy. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. We're gonna stall. We're gonna stall. Ooh. Narrowly avoided that. Ooh-wee. Gonna have to hand fly it in here. So look at the chat once we're on the ground and aircraft under control. Close to stalling it. Ooh. Not the landing I was hoping for, but on behalf of myself, the entire flight crew, we'd like to welcome you swimming into the ground. Uh-oh. Wonder if the wind's changed direction on us. Welcome to Reno, Nevada. Local time is 5:41 in the morning. Oof. Yeah, I almost stalled that on the way in. See, I must have been looking at, I thought I was looking at the right one. This one is the airspeed. It was up in here, so it seemed like it would have been fine. I don't know. Something wasn't right. Well, you know what? We won't worry about that. We'll just go over to where Cappy Stick is. He's got a parking spot right there. How are the passengers? I don't know. Let's see what the They're still pretty happy. So I guess I did okay. Let's turn off our prop de-ice, our de-ice boots, windshield heats. We'll go find a parking spot there next to Captain Stick. So our staff's going to give it another go there. Don't forget my stats, need that for Friday. That's true, Mick. Absolutely. Oh, don't worry about it, Scruff. It's all good. Yeah, I suspect this is not an easy airport to take off and land at because you got all these mountains around and the wind probably plays havoc with the aircraft quite a bit. We'll wait for Sergeant Staff to get on the ground. Come join us over here in the boonies at the airport. There he goes. Sergeant Staff made it. What happened? See, I try to scroll up very gently to... sarcastic. Hey, Chris, how are you? Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, it was all right. It was a bit suspect. I wasn't sure. I almost didn't make it, but we did. We got it. You know, it's part of it is just learning the systems and. Oops, I didn't mean to end the flight like that. All right, well, hour 28. That wasn't too bad. I'll let me. Sorry. Continue. Let me wait for Sergeant Staff to get over here by us. And there he comes. How are you, Chris? That's interesting. You got power, but your blades aren't spinning. Oh, now they are. They didn't seem like they were. Just see from this direction, they're. That's kind of weird. All right, let's. I'm going to take a quick break, folks. I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes. I'm not too bad, thanks. We're going to fly another route. We're going to go back to Hayward. So sit tight. I'll refile a flight plan. We'll go back to Hayward. What caused the engine failure? Oh, mixture. Okay. All right, I'll be right back, folks. Yikes, the dreaded emergency situation on takeoff and landing. All right, so we're going to go to runway 35 left, depart. We'll advance the time again once we are on the once we spawn in, and we're heading to Hayward again. Right there, 28 left is our arrival, and IFR low altitude. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go out, turn there, and then pretty much head all the way down, not completely through the South Bay, but almost. And we want 28 left RNAV. There we go. Perfect. And what's our expected altitude here? 8,000 feet. Well, you know what? We'll stay at 8,000. We'll go with that. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. We can ask for higher if we need to, if we think it's going to be unsafe, but I think we'll be okay. All right, let's do this. That's way off. That is not 3. It should be like much later in the morning already. It should be like almost 6. All right. We'll adjust the time. It like instantly rolled. Not bad. Staying away from my bed. Huh. Okay. Not sure what that means, Chris, but okay. All right, there we go. Oops. Let's do this first. Let's get that, and we need. I think our altitude will be. Climb and maintain. Yeah, 8,000. All right, there's that. Let's see, what else do we need here? Turn that on. We could put the cabin heat on. We'll put the. Yeah, we could get the heater on now. I think will be a good choice. Now, okay, so let's look at this, right? For where we're at, they have us already at 57.9%. New video card is nice. So interestingly, we're on the runway and it already has us our mixture at just below 6, we're at 57.9%. So it's almost like we're already kind of set up, hopefully, for success here. Let's see, what else do we need to do? Oh, hey, look, we have our co-pilots here. Finally. Mick's, let's put Mick's cowboy hat back there because he's going back to Hayward with us. And let's get our, there we go. So Mick's there and Einstein's there. There we go. What more can you ask for? In our, ooh, another sticker. Look at that. And Darth Vader with the hula hoop. Oh, can't forget the that one. All right, I think we're all set. Oops, I need to turn that to that. And okay, I think we're all set. There we go. All right, let's do this. All right, here we go. There we go. We're on our way. I wonder if that's a ground collision warning. That's what it seems like. We are still pretty low. Yeah, it seems to be going much better this time around. Ooh, I did not gas up ahead of time. I should have. I'm gonna have to. I did not pay attention to that. I wasn't thinking. Let's just pull it all the way up so good. All right. Put passengers in if you want a fun experience. All right, so if I put, well, fully loaded fuel wise, so let's put middle left, so let's put 150 and 150. Let's have a look now. Oh my goodness. Let's just keep our faces forward here. Oh, I need to go ahead and track the lane lights. Yeah, we'll just keep our eyes forward. Let's see what our passengers so far are pretty happy though with the flight. We do have some passenger baggage there. Uh-oh, they're a little unhappy now. Uh-oh. My they're slightly unhappy. Well, the heater's on, so I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's well, flying out of Reno, I think it's probably a very nice flight. I would think. All right, so it looks like, let's just see here. So our numbers are still good, although our RPMs are a bit high. Let's just have a look over here. So RPMs are high. Our manifold's good though. Everything looks good so far. It's just I think I need to dial back on the RPMs just a bit more. Maybe not auto. Well, we'll leave it on auto. But I find it interesting that it already had us mixed at 57.9. Maybe I need to dial that back a bit more. Yeah, you hop on in. Well, it told us to go to 9,700. and it's like we're gonna stay right there. Although the flight plan said 9,000 feet, so I don't. Yeah, you're more than welcome to fly in a Tomcat. Fly whatever you feel like flying. So you may have to, if you're gonna fly with us the whole way, you may have to land at Oakland. I don't think you'll land at Hayward there, our destination. So. Okay, so everything's in the green. Looks like. Our RPMs are in the green, our manifolds in the green. This is in the green. Our power percentage of power and everything. Looks like it's good. So, all right, looks like we're doing much better than before. Because even though I have the Tomcat, it shows you as a Learjet or like a Cessna. Okay. You can't imagine flying this on Xbox. Well, I fortunately can and am. You know, it's a bit of a. Now I'll tell you guys this. I did order the is it Turtle Beach, the flight stick. I do have a Tomcat, yeah. So that's why I'm like, why is it showing you as a Learjet? That's okay. The what do you call it? So it's the one that's got like a yeah, you're flying with Alpha Bravo, so, but I did, it should be here tomorrow. So I am finally getting a flight stick. It wasn't very expensive. So I'm hoping that's going to change things a bit more. You know, it's, you know, the best I can do for right now as far as, no, we're going to Hayward. It's a municipal airport. I hope so, Sergeant Staff. So, um, so yeah, we'll be using that eventually. I got to get the button mapping down and all that. Now that's the other thing too. I know Cappy Stick, you were saying you got the Osprey. I'm trying to figure out how to map moving the nacelles, you know, up so that you could take off, and once you're in the air that you could move them forward. I tinkered around with it the other day after I got the aircraft, and I could not figure out how to make that work. So I don't know if I have to be in the aircraft and open up the control menu and find it that way, because I did watch the video that Futone did about the Osprey, but I got to figure out how to make that work. Specified, yeah, because it says you got to do the ones for the nacelles, but I don't know how to create, like, go in and make it work in the menu. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to that's the struggle I'm having, is getting it to work, you know, to say, okay, if I use this key, this is what's supposed to happen, kind of thing. That's my struggle. Because I've never had, like I just use the standard stuff that's already in the sim, with the standard controller or some of the keyboard commands. Like I do have a keyboard, but I usually use the B button only for the altimeter because I hit the B and it automatically updates my altimeter reading if I'm flying in live weather. All right, this seems to be going a lot better than the last one. Let's see if our passengers are a little happier now. Yay, they're happy now. They didn't like the takeoff. I think that sharp turn kind of upset a few stomachs there. Well, if you don't make it, I'm definitely not going to make it. All right, let's see let's kind of zoom out here a little bit more and have a look at our. So slight turn to the right coming up. Should be able to make it over those mountains. Got the nice lake there. That should be Tahoe itself. I believe. Oh, we're going to go higher. Okay, 11. All right. Shooting for the low spot. Well, once we get to Hayward, Ricky, we're going to be ending things for the day. Yeah, this was kind of an unplanned thing, last minute. Normally, I was streaming 4 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, and I slipped on some ice back in January, broke my right humerus. So, the right funny bone, so to speak, although it was not funny. I said a lot of choice words that I can't really repeat here. And, yeah, so now I have to, 45. Let's see how we do there. We'll just keep trying to adjust our fuel mixture and keep our power. So I'm technically only going to be. It usually isn't here. No, increase cowl flaps for decrease. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out how to. I gotta find the specific thing and get it to take the commands, I guess, and or which buttons am I going to use to make that work. So it's another bit of a learning curve because like I said, I've never really tinkered around with the like key binding and all that. So I'm trying to figure out how to do all that because I really would like to fly that Osprey. It'd be something fun, I think. Hello, Daniel. How are you? Welcome back. 10,000. Ooh. Hold up. Altitude mode on. Why would it tell me to go to 11 and then back down to 10? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Yeah, nice. Gonna land here, refuel. Okay, Ricky. Do what you gotta do. It's all good. I'm not expediting anything. This is a bit worried about this area here in front of us, although I think we'll be fine. It's just I prefer to have a bit more of a, yeah, that's the whole Lake Tahoe region right there. Captain Stick and Sergeant Staff are way over yonder on a different plan. That's okay. It's nice to have you all here. Wow, you could actually see the passengers through the windows. And my co-pilot's actually there this time. So yeah, I'm keen to get in that Osprey and have some fun in that. Boy, look at this scenery, huh? Now see, that is well below 10,000. That's got to be higher than 10,000 feet. And we're heading that direction right there. Oh, all right. Yeah, this isn't looking good. I don't think we're gonna make it over that. I just want to get a little bit of space, then we'll go back down to 10. It's going to be tight, folks. Hold on to your hats. Do I have terrain on my GPS? It should. I would think. Oh boy, it's going to be close. Hold on, folks. We're barely gonna, I think we're just gonna kind of, woo-wee, look at that. By the hair of our chinny chin chins, huh? If you turn your right outer dial, maybe not yet. I don't know. Maybe not. I think if I had the other, like, see, I tried the other options on here for the navigating. The, yeah, these I think probably have terrain mapping. The other, but it didn't seem to work. I don't know if I. Oh, okay. All right, now I think we can get back down to 10. So, do you have the one that has the is it the one of these other GTNs in? I wonder if I change it to the so. Oh, there's that. Okay. Now if I put this on, see those screens are all dark. That's the only drawback. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, because I thought that, we would have got that, but maybe it's a patch or something that they got to do. Because it would be nice to be able to use this, but I've tried the knobs, none of those work. I tried this button to see if it turns anything on. And it doesn't seem to work there. Wait, is that like a power button maybe? Yeah, see, none of these are working like I thought they would. Oh well. This would probably help a little bit, so it's easier to see our altitudes and all that. It's an ad. Oh, not sure if it's in your. Oh, maybe I need to look at that later, or maybe it's coming. You know, support for it'll come eventually, but it. I'm pretty happy with it overall. To use what I have available, it's still pretty decent, I think. Boy, look at the scenery though. I miss home. I do. I love flying there, but I do get a bit homesick. I get a little sad. But it's free. Okay. Yeah. See, I don't know. Um, I think that's something that they're gonna. Maybe that's like the next thing that'll come to the sim for the Xbox is more avionics options. Yeah, and see, we don't have we never had access to any of that, Cappy Stick. Um, but that's okay. Like I said, I think we'll eventually get stuff like that. You know, at some point. Oops, I've gone it. So, yeah, we never, like they would always talk about those free add-ons and stuff, and it's just like, oh, we're not able to. But maybe eventually we'll have access to it. It'll be free for everybody. Um, I'm hoping, because if working titles can do their stuff for free, then I don't see why that other stuff can't be for free. Yeah. So that's like been the hard part, honestly, as an Xbox simmer, is we hear about all this cool stuff that the PC side's been getting for the last couple of years, and it's like, okay, well, what about, when are we gonna get it? And I think it's eventually coming. It's just gonna be a matter of time, you know. So it's okay. I'm I'm thankful despite the hiccups that we have. I really enjoy being able to fly in the sim, and like I grew up loving. Yeah, see, we couldn't download anything from the working title marketplace. They would add it to Bots Beauty. Hello, thank you for the follow. Um, it would working titles would when they started updating stuff, when they were reworking the whole G1000 NXI, you could download it and you could be part of the beta that way. And then when they decided that they were just going to make it the de facto G1000 was what working titles did, then it worked. It just it so yeah, we've been waiting for stuff like that for some time. So maybe eventually it will come to us, and it'll just be a downloadable update for this plane. You know. But anyway, yeah, Bots Beauty, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Uncle B Sim channel. I'm your host and pilot, Uncle B. We are in the 310R Romeo, heading back. We took off from Reno. We went to Reno. It's a new aircraft to me, so I'm kind of learning some of the little slowing up some. Who, me or you? Oh, because you're at 10,000. I'm going down to 8,500 feet. So yeah, I'm cruising along pretty good here. I feel like I'm going faster now. No, do your thing, Sergeant Staff. It's all good. Fly your thing. It's all good. So yeah. So now that there's some change, the sim updates changed a lot of stuff, and I get it. It's been not necessarily for the better for some folks. There's a bit of a challenge to get your file structure reset, get your buttons and all. Yeah, that's where we're heading to, KHWD. That's my home airport. Not where I live now, but I grew up in the Hayward area. And so I call Hayward my home airport. I'm just a passenger here. No, you're more than a passenger. I appreciate that I'm getting to learn some things from you and Cappy Stick today, and a couple other folks that have been in the chat throughout today's stream. Because this is a new plane for me. it's a new it's new, and I'm enjoying learning more about what I'm able to do and all that. So yeah, Hayward is my home airport, as I was saying. I grew up around the area. See, we go down to 8,000 now. We got to go back up to 14. What? I wish they'd make up their mind. No, we're gonna stay right here. Screw it. We're not gonna go as up and down. I think the passengers would. 20,000? What are you, crazy? No, we're gonna stay right here, folks. No, that's just insane. So, so if you finish before I get back, yeah, we'll be landing here pretty soon, Chris. So yeah, but we'll catch you later for sure. All right. So this one's gone a little bit better. I think the first flight was a bit more of a uh, learning curve for me. So it's fine. I'm glad. I'm thankful for that. Even if it was a bit stressful, I guess in a way, you know, it's gone a lot better this time. So no, I am not going all the way to 20,000 feet. That should be. We should be coming up near through the up into the South Bay here pretty soon, I think. Let's have a looky here on our map. Zoom out a little bit. Oh, we're already zoomed out. Let's zoom out even more. Yep. There we go. So yeah, we're nearly there. So yeah, there's no bonus lot. Yeah, I mean I didn't grow up around planes necessarily, other than, you know, like when we had Fleet Week, we go visit the carriers and all that. So I didn't, you know, it's not like we owned a plane or anything like that, right? So I never grew up around it, but I loved you know, aviation, and I still crashed it. That's okay, you know, like Angry said, you know, if you're not making mistakes and learning from it, then what's the point, you know? That should be the I think I can increase my. See, on this one, my manifold pressure is very low. Okay, my RPMs, I think I just overdid it a little bit. We don't want to kill the engine completely here. All right, there we go. I think we're okay now. But yeah, you know, I'm glad I'm able to do this. You know, like I said, it's not perfect, and all that. So, yeah. But I'll take it. I'll take it while I can, and it's a little bit more. No, you're right. Things rarely are, but even I'd rather try to work through an imperfect situation, even though it can be frustrating. You know, uh, because I there's it gives me a sense of being able to share something that I love and enjoy with other people, and yeah, I'm grateful for that opportunity. Like I like the fact that I can fly around where I grew up, and that familiarity, and say, yep, I know exactly where I am based on what I see. Like if I fly into the Bay Area in real life, I can look out and I say, I know exactly where I am. I can look and, yep, there's that landmark, there's this, all these things. And it does give you a sense of comfort, I think, being able to say that, you know. Uh, so yeah, it's quite amazing, I think, being able to do all that. So um, yeah, I'm really grateful. Yeah, it's an area that you're familiar with, and it's something like when I listen slash watch your streams, Sergeant Staff, for instance, I can hear that passion in your voice, right? It's something that you care about, that you want to share a history of the area that most people would never know about. That you took the time to research these ships that sank in the Great Lakes. You know, uh, that's really cool that you took the time to find all that stuff out and tell these stories about people that from a long time ago that were doing these things that most people don't have any knowledge of or appreciation of. So that I think is an important thing as well. Um, so yeah, I think that's one of the great things is you can find something in this sim that you can, uh, yeah, exactly, that you can share with people and say, uh, and it does make for a much more interesting streaming experience, I think. You know, so yeah, it's pretty spectacular, I think, to spend that time to, you know, it's a lot of work, but if when you do it, it's like you can pour yourself into it, right? You kind of get lost in you don't even think about the amount of time that you're spending doing it. Although, yeah, maybe sometimes you do because you're just it's a lot of work, like putting all those slideshows together, just like Viper Strike does. He puts some thought into it and says, "Yeah, I'll share this with you guys," and you know, this is about these areas, and this is the history of it a bit. It may not be an in-depth thing, but at least you get a sense of something, and of course, you can go like, "Oh, I got to look into that a bit more. That seems pretty amazing." You know, so I think that's one of those things that people, you can do that and give people that sense of, yeah, exactly. And I think that's the great thing about this sim is because you can, it's it's not just about the flying. Like Angry doing the following the path of the carrier that I think his dad was assigned to. So there's some personal history for him that he knows where his dad went during his Navy career, I think. And so he's able to go to those places, even if he never went there himself. Possibly, I don't know, but he's able to uh, yeah, exactly. And I think he wants to share that oh, my dad was here. They went from this port to this port, and so yeah, there's all these different things that you can do with the sim because um you know, they're able to, he knows, and he can kind of replicate, even if it's not like the exact route they, went on the boat or on the carrier, but they left this port and we're going to fly over to here to this other one and we're going to land here or as close to it as possible. And yeah, it's a way for him to share something about his dad. Like because I know Angry's an Air Force veteran, and so that he has that connection with his dad as a veteran, you know, and that's a pretty cool thing. All right, there we go. We're getting closer, I do believe. I think we're out in the Central Valley still. We're not quite to the Bay Coast yet. Yeah. We are not going to 20,000 feet, I can assure you. So yeah, like the history of, the Great Lakes stuff that comes through, uh, you know, there's all kinds of stuff that people do that they can share that with everybody else. And part of it is learning about an area that you may never even really thought about before, you know. So yeah, it's all good stuff, I think. Well, we were much better in our fuel use this time around than we were last time. Passengers are still happy. Yeah, we were way better on the fuel this time. Yeah, and you know, but now maybe that's not a possibility, and that's okay. But you can still, talk about the history of those ships and the people who worked on them and moved steel or coal or whatever, you know, because it's a very risky job. Even in today's time, an accident could happen. A ship can still sink. People can still die or get seriously injured. You know, so there is always that kind of danger to it. Just like I would have loved to work on a railroad, but it's not possible. And that's okay. I that doesn't mean I don't care about or man, if you read about the history of railroading in America, for instance, there's a lot of, much like shipping, there's a lot of history there that most people don't know about. Not all of it is certainly the best, there is some questionable, dubious characters that were involved in railroading in America back when it was a new thing. But it's still part of our history. Good or bad or whatever, it's still there, and there's things to be learned from that. Morning, Viper Strike. How are you? The last one was the Fitzgerald in 19. Oh wow. We were just talking about you and all the work that you do on your for your streams with the slideshows and everything. So yeah, it's interesting because but it's, if people are want to, it's what am I trying to say? It's a choice that people make to make things a bit more interesting with their streams, right? And I think that's a great thing about this. You don't have to do that. But if it's like a flying tour, you want to be able to share, about a certain area, and this is the history. There's some wider history there that we don't always know about. That you're like, oh, I didn't realize this, or oh, that's a, so that's the cool thing. So yeah, I do appreciate that, and Like I said, I love anytime I can find an excuse to fly out of the home airport, I do, because it's just like uh, I get to share that with you guys. You know, it may not. I don't have a fancy slideshow or anything, but I can. I like flying out and going like, yep, there's Oakland, there's this, there's all these landmarks right there. You know, so it sounds kind of cheesy sometimes and whatnot, but no, I love sharing that with everybody. And I appreciate that. That's we talk about community a lot, whether it's in this in Scruffy, he talks about it. There's a it's nice when people are willing to help other simmers with uh with um their their experience in the flight sim. My RPMs are doggone it. I do that every so often. I think I click on something and then yeah, it can be, absolutely. And that, there's always those few outliers that are what's the they're agents provocateur. They're never happy with the whether it's the some of the folks on the PC who are still pissed that it's come to the Xbox. But overall, I have to say, it's an overall positive community. People are always willing to help one another out, whether it's sorting out PC settings, whatever, you know. And I never feel like unwelcome when I watch, or if I'm flying with Scruffy or whatever. I don't feel like, oh, I'm not flying the same plane as him, so I'm a jackass for not, No, it's fly what you want to, and you know, if you want to buzz him in an F-14, he's like, go for it. I'm gonna fly the Kit Fox or the Cessna 172 and enjoy that, you know. So yeah, it's yeah, and I get that, Sergeant Staff. I love hanging out in your streams. If I want to fly with you, I know I can. Like you don't sit there and go like, well, if you're gonna be here, you gotta do, like, no, I never get that sense from you or a lot of other people. Even if I wanted to fly with Angry, I could fly whichever plane I felt comfortable flying, you know, and that's the great thing. Like today, this is my first time in the 310. Both you and Capu Stick and a few other people were like, hey, think about this or try this setting, and it's great that you guys were able to help me and try to, figure things out. Because I'm by no means an expert, despite what some people might say. I'm always learning something new about this sim and trying to become a better simmer. Does it mean I'm going to do everything perfectly? Absolutely not. And I don't expect to, because otherwise I'm going to drive myself nuts trying to meet perfect expectations. I won't do that because it's not healthy, you know. So no, I love that fact, and I do greatly appreciate y'all coming in and giving suggestions and going like, well, the this is why this is happening. It's like, oh, I didn't think about that. So yeah, like, yeah, he can be, I think he can be a bit rough, but I think that's the former, military service kind of guy, the tough love sort of thing. And he wants people to improve, and if he can help you improve, that's the great thing, right? If he knows that he's helped you be a better sim pilot somehow, You know, that's like the really great thing. You know, so no, it's a very uh, community that I think that's one of the best things about it. You know, is be yeah, and that's like I talk about if I don't I think my feeling is that I would be a much different simmer if uh I don't know that my channel would be the same right now if Captain RS had never rated my channel. I mean, I have people like my good friend Watt Bickford and his streaming partner Pulse have both made suggestions and said, hey, think about this or whatever. But it also takes somebody else coming in to say, think about this. And you're like, oh yeah. And sometimes it's somebody else might have made the same suggestion, but if somebody else approached it a different way, and it's like, huh, okay, now that somebody else said this before, and now things are kind of making sense. You know, that sometimes that's just how it works. It's nothing against anybody else who's made similar suggestions. It's just that sometimes the way somebody else approaches it, you're just like, oh, yeah. And then you're like, wait a minute, somebody else made the same kind of suggestion before. Now things are starting to kind of come together. I keep hearing about Captain Seppi. You've mentioned him quite a few times. But I don't know if I've ever followed Captain Seppi. You know. But I keep hearing that name mentioned quite a bit. Yeah, it's interesting that sometimes that's just how it is, Sergeant Staff. You think, man, I haven't heard from somebody in a while. And, maybe you're like, I think I ought to call them, just see how they're doing, And then suddenly, they're calling you, and it's just like, was the, and I would like to meet more of people in the flight sim community. I'm hoping still to get to Flight Sim Expo and meet everybody in person. But if I can't, it's okay. It's not like it's going to change anything. Like I'm gonna, suddenly stop talking to everybody. So, BLTV. Nobody ever calls. Thank you for the first time chat, BLTV. But yeah, there's those times, and it's just like, and you're like, I was just gonna call you today, and you called me. It's like the universe, sends a message to both people, and you're just like, I need to talk to somebody. I need to talk to this person. And so yeah. It's good, All right, so we should be over Central Valley. We should be almost over into the Bay Area here shortly. We'll be on the ground before we know it. Let's have a look here at our... Yeah, we got Central Valley here for a little bit. So we're to live comfortably here at 8,000 feet. So, but no, one of the other things too is, helping simmers grow their channel. Well, not just simmers, but streamers grow their channel. That should be, I think, is that Fresno? Let's see if we can go in. KESS. Let's have a look see here. Angry Captain Arash, Allison, Arctic Term, Sky Command, Joey Bolo. See, I met everybody through Captain Arash. That's how I met Allison. And Sky Command. I think I know who Arctic Turn is, and I know definitely who Joey Bolo is. And then and then I through them I also met Scruffy. So yeah, let's have a look here. What is KESS? Why can I not find that airport? What about KSCK? Okay, so that's Stockton. All right, so we're north of Fresno. All right, let me get back to the picture. Seppi dropped into my stream and I was awful, just terrible. And you know, it's interesting you say that because the day that Captain Arash raided my channel, I was having a bad day. It was just like nothing seemed to be going right, and I'd had a bunch of fools coming into the chat, and I was just like, oh yeah, it was bad. And you know, and he messaged me and he said, you know, think about this and think about, you know, he gave me a couple pointers, and if I thought about it, I'm like, okay. And you know, I took it. I kind of dwelled on it for a bit before I, you know, decided to take any action. And I'm like, well, you know, wonder if this would work better. And I thought about it, I'm like, well, there's nothing to lose by trying to see if it works a bit better. And you know, I watched him for a while, and I was like, you know, maybe he's got some valid points here. You know, and that's exactly kind of how it played out. Got a few more stickers there. Oh, you know what? I just realized the passenger there is sitting on. Well, no, the hat's gone. Otherwise, your hat's somebody's sitting on your hat there. Nick. Oh, nice. So yeah, it was a learning curve for me, and you know, but I'm thankful for that. If you know, and maybe things would have been it would have changed eventually, but it was just everything I think happened at the right time. You know, people come into your life at the right time and kind of help you grow as a streamer, you know, but it's up to people being willing to hear information and act upon it. Oh, well, I didn't know that there was well, I don't know Seppi, but yeah, hopefully and sometimes that does, you know, like Scruffy will say, you know, real life happens, and sometimes things kind of get in the way, or I don't want to say get in the way, but it kind of takes you away from things for a bit because you have to take care of, you know, whether it's a medical thing or a, you know, whatever it is, and that's okay. You know, it's not like the Sim's gonna go anywhere except hopefully up, for lack of a better term, no pun intended. And you know, that's you know, it's and sometimes you can't stream for a while, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. There's once things settle back down, you could say, okay, now I feel like I can get back to this. I can get back to being, my own person or whatever. It's interesting that there's no way to put a sticker over there. But yeah, I like it. I'm thankful. It's been a long journey. Like I started off on Train Sim World 2, and then suddenly it was like, well, the Flight Sim's coming out. I was like, what? Wow. So yeah, it's definitely changed things. So yeah, I can sympathize with that. It's easy sometimes to just feel like what am I really doing? Is it really worth it? You know, and in the end, it is worth it, right? But it's also you sometimes go like you don't you wonder if people really genuinely appreciate your work, you know. And it's easy to dwell on that and go like, man, F it, and just not worry, think about it anymore, or just, I mean, there's this one day I'm going to tell a story. It's not like a story like a fib. I have my demons too, and it sucks. And it's easy to ruminate on those demons, and allow them to, for lack of a better term, to rule your life. And there's people who want you to go back to that ruminating sort of person and just let the demons take over, and those are people who obviously don't care about you as a person, so yeah, I completely understand that, but I'll tell more one day, not today, but you know and there's stories that it's not about people gaining sympathy or things turning into a pity party or anything. It's just that sometimes if you say if you tell somebody about your journey a bit, it may get people to think about their own journey. Yeah. And sometimes people need to hear, okay, I know we're near Livermore. This is the famous Altamont Pass where a long time ago the Rolling Stones did a tour or a concert up here somewhere in the Altamont Pass. But that should be Livermore Airport should be like over here somewhere. So we're near the Bay Area. Yep, that's Livermore right there. Lawrence Livermore Lab is right around here somewhere. I think either here. Yeah, they're right there. So yeah, I'm thankful for my friends, and they do kind of keep me inspired, and I'm thankful getting to know more people and learning from them as a streamer and everything. I love that. I really do. But how, again, it's like how Scruffy does his streams. That's his thing. That's how he does his stream. I can't copy that, right? I can take inspiration from it and say, well, if maybe if I look at it this way or do it this way, it's not that I'm completely, um, you know, yeah, I can understand that. I think we got used to, people became a little bit more socially awkward during the lockdowns. And so now it's a bit of trying to move past that and you know. But yeah, for many people, I've been around people who are they really struggle with crowds and all that. But I hope I get a chance to go there and like meet you and Scruff and Captain Arash, for instance, Allison. There's like more people, but those are the people that I feel more connected to. That I've spent the most time. Viper Strike, if he goes, I don't know if he's going to go or not. And I feel more connected to that immediate group than I would. Well, but I think that's what makes you special, Captain or Sergeant Staff, is that you don't, and it's easy to feel like, yeah, I'm nobody really, but you are. You do inspire people a certain way, and that's a good thing. We need to be at 5,700 feet by Jobus. Oh, there we go. Speaking of altitude, let's get down to 5,700. I feel the same way. I don't think I'm anything special. I just yeah, I think there's a lot of us who are, that's our thing, is we try to be kind to other people because maybe nobody treated us very kindly when we were younger or whatever. I got bullied when I was in school. I was scrawny, I got big ears, I got picked on a lot. I don't wish those people any ill will, but it sucks, So yeah, but I'm thankful that I try to be a decent person to other people because I know what it's like to not be treated like to be treated kind of poorly or whatever you want to call it. All right, let's get our yeah. Well, thank you, Sergeant Staff. Like I said, I enjoy yours and I enjoy your friendship, and I'm thankful for the people. People don't maybe say it enough, but I am thankful for the people in my life who are supportive and caring and all those things. It's nice to have people like that around me. So yeah, I do like that. Yeah, life is life, and life is tough enough as it is. Like Scruffy says, it's an automatic posting. Life can be pretty tough, and it's tough enough on you know, given things that they're happening, and people just kind of feel, you know, left out or whatever. And no, I always want anybody's welcome to be here, to be a part of the stream, be a part of the channel. As long as everything's done in a respectful way, that's all that matters to me. You know, I want everybody to feel welcome here, regardless of where you come from in the world or whatever. Looks like Cappy Stick's already on the ground there in Hayward. All right, coming up through the South Bay. There's Silicon Valley essentially right there. Over there should be Palo Alto. San Jose's back over here. Palo Alto should be actually right up there. Now. Alright, let's get some flaps down. Yeah, and I'll always do my best to support others and try to offer a encouraging word whenever I can, and you know, try to extend kindness to people. That's the key, I think. All right, let's. There's home right there. Yeah, I get the same look. I know. I get that same look. I'm like, oh yeah, I fly Microsoft Flight Simulator. They're like, what? I kind of feel like we're way above where we should be. Hold on a second. Let me look at my plate again. We need to be at... we've got to get way down there. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you know what? We're just going to do this. Yeah, we are way, way above where we need to be. Hold on to your hats, folks. We're... Southland Mall right there. We're going to go right over it. Used to be Toys R Us right there. There we go. On behalf of myself and the entire flight crew, we'd like to welcome you to Hayward, California. Essentially my hometown. Local time is 7:13 in the morning. We do greatly appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out today on this Saturday. Enjoy having you here. Hopefully you've enjoyed our time together today. Why not enter pattern for 10? Well, traditionally, Cappy Stick, I've never seen planes take off and land from 10 left or right. They've always generally gone from the other direction. Now, I think that's, I probably should have looked at the weather report to see which way the wind was blowing, but it seemed like it was going, we did okay. But yeah, it's weird because it's like if people take off, if a plane takes off a similar direction at Oakland, I would be like, what's going on? Like, it's always one particular way. My boss asked me if I'm an influencer. Well, I think you are, in a way, Sergeant Staff. You are an influencer in your own way. You know, I think that's a valid. Well, is that the way you came in though? Cappy Stick was 10. Because I've always well, not that I've flown in and out of this airport, but I've always thought that 28, the longer runway is the one that they were. Okay, yeah. I didn't think about that, but it's okay. We made it. We done good. Or as good as possible. That's okay. Yeah, like when I've flown out of San Francisco in the sim, if it doesn't tell me like 28 left or right for takeoffs or whatever, if it's the opposite direction, I feel it's like this. I don't know. It gives me a weird feeling. Like I feel like I'm doing something wrong by going a way out that traditionally doesn't seem to be flown on a regular basis. But so yeah, this is a little municipal airport while we're waiting on Sergeant Staff to land. I've kind of told this story before, but if in case you've not heard it before, let me go. We can go do the drone thing here. Back years ago, right over somewhere over in here. Actually, I think it's over here somewhere. There used to be a Marine Corps. Oh, I'll wait for the commercials to be done. See, I try to get it where there's a warning. Oops. Maybe they might have demolished the hangar that they used to use. Now, see, this part's closed off, so it must have been. I think it was a bit more over this way, where there's this big old empty spot right here. There was a hangar, and there was a Marine Corps Reserve unit that was there that had F-4 Phantoms that would fly out of here. They would literally sit in order to get out of here, because it is a fairly short runway. They would literally sit right there and power up for takeoff down the runway there, and they would just get over the trees and head for head for the Pacific Ocean. Like they got scrambled, like it was a, you know, some unfriendly folks were in the area, you know. So yeah, they would do like a scramble. Yeah, that Toys R Us used to be right there. The theater where I saw the original Star Wars movie isn't far from here. I think it's back that way somewhere. And there's one of our local malls is back over that way. We flew right over it. Yeah, it's but they're here at the airport. There's supposed to be like a kind of like one of the big there's supposed to be like a fencing of some kind that's supposed to be there for like, you know, catch anything that's blowing from the runway on, you know, it wouldn't pepper any of the cars on the road or anything like that. But yeah. So home, actual home is back over that away. Here comes Sergeant Staff. There we go. Welcome to Hayward, Sergeant Staff. Oh, you know, we'll get a family picture over here once Sergeant Staff pulls up and joins us here on the in the parking area. There we go. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining in, Sergeant Staff. Really enjoyed having you here. Thank you, Cappy Stick, for flying along as well. Nice having you along, as always. Enjoy your formation flying. Okay, and now I just got to get the name plates to show up. There we go. There we are. Those will go into the on the Discord. If you follow me there, if you want to download it, you're more than welcome to. I know it's not the most exciting scenery in the world, but I do love my hometown. I miss it dearly. I wish I could move back there, but it's so ungodly expensive. It's not even funny. So let's. Engines are shut off, and I think we just hit the avionics button. There we are. An hour 17. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So a couple hours in the air today. Much longer stream than anticipated, but that's okay. Sometimes that's just how it goes, kind of unplanned, and yeah, really enjoyed that. So yeah, that will be it for today. We'll be back Monday in the Junkers 52. I don't know where we're heading. Appreciate you too, Sergeant Staff. Always more than welcome to always be here whenever you can make it. Nice to see you. And yeah, Junkers 52. Not sure where we're headed to next, but we'll make it interesting. And so that'll be Monday, 6:45 Eastern. I think it'll be back to 11:45 UTC. I think you're welcome, Joseph. See you later, Daniel. Enjoy your being lazy after your ingestion of the chips and fish and chips. um. So yeah. So we'll do that, and then Friday we'll do a jetliner flight of some kind. I don't know what yet, but I have some ideas. But we'll do something fun on Friday, and hopefully pretty soon we'll get back to more streaming as I progress with the physical therapy and know what my recovery time is going to be like. That it's not going to be too painful. So although I think it's going to be, but that's okay. I'll get through it. All right. Take care, Mick. I will catch you later, I'm sure. Somehow, some way, we'll meet again later today. Yeah, appreciate everybody being here today. Thank you for all the new follows. Thank you for the raid burstics. Really enjoyed that. Thank you. So there we go. Do enjoy the rest of your Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, early Sunday already for some folks. Do I have a plate? If you message it to me, I'll put it in my flight pics of the day kind of thing on my Discord. So yeah, if you message it, I'll download it and then put it back in there for you, for other people to see. So yeah, I have been and always shall be your host and pilot, Uncle B, until Monday. Back here in the Junkers 52. I hope you stay well. So until then, peace, live long and prosper.